Alright, everyone, so the Oscars have finally wrapped, and it was a great award show. As a fan of Anora, I was very, very happy. I thought Conan O'Brien did great as a host, and all around it was a fun time. But with that being said, we'll go through every single category that was announced and who won, all the nominees, and all that good stuff. So let's get right into this with the first topic, Best Animated Short Film. Alright, so for Best Animated Short Film, it ended up being In the Shadow of Cypress. I haven't seen any of these, so I can't really make my opinion on who I think should have won. But the most popular one I think I saw people picking was Wander to Wonder, so I ended up picking that. And there was like a little pick'em game that I ended up doing. I didn't end up hitting on a lot of them, but that's okay. Anyways, In the Shadow of Cypress won, and again, I'm not too mad about that. I don't have any formulation that I could say it deserved it or not. I haven't seen any of these. So, congratulations, In the Shadow of Cypress, that won Best Animated Short Film. So yeah, next up we have Achievement in Costume Design, and that went to Wicked. And I would have personally chosen Gladiator 2, but it's alright, I get it. It won in 2000, and it didn't really improve on much in 2025. I mean, you really can't from that time period, especially when he reuses armor from Russell Crowe in the final battle scene. So I'm sure it won in 2000. It wasn't going to win in 2025. Nosferatu, I want to give a shout. Again, it's just basic, and Wicked was more complex with trying to figure out a bunch of different characters, as in Conclave, Complete Unknown, Nosferatu. Those are all kind of just period pieces where in Conclave sense, more of a setting piece. But Wicked ended up winning. I don't hate it. They did very good at their costume design, so again, I don't hate that. Next up, we have the writing for original screenplay, and it did go to Anora, and I don't hate this. Again, I loved it. I love Anora. I would have given this to September 5th, though. September 5, whatever you want to call it. That's the one I picked to win. Real Pain was also a great one. Had a chance to win. The Substance, awesome. I love The Substance. And The Brutalist, again, a great movie. And I went to Anora. I don't hate that. It was written very, very greatly. And, I mean, you can see in the reviews, yep, that is the movie, for those of you that haven't seen it. And I think it does a very good job at telling, the lives of sex workers without making them into, I feel like we treat them as a lot like villains or bad people, but you see in some, I know it's a movie, it might not be real life, but, well, it's not real life. But anyways, enough of my rambling. Congratulations, Anora and Sean Baker on winning the original screenplay writing. Next up, we have the adapted screenplay writing, which was actually Conclave that won this. Again, I'm very happy that won. I would have picked that to win. I would have loved to see Sing Sing get a little nod here, Nickel Boys. I didn't want Amelia Perez to win any award, and they won a couple, and honestly, it's whatever, but I'm glad out of the 13 nominations, they didn't really get a lot. Their percentage was not great, so, but yeah, Conclave, congratulations. Again, I would have loved to see either of these two also get their fair share, but I'm not mad that Conclave got the win there. Next up, we have Makeup and Hairstyling, and went to The Substance. Yes, I agree with this 100%. Nosferatu was my runner-up, but The Substance was my number one. Reason being, the body horror was incredible. The final monster that they created was awesome. Even the whole transformation, every time Sue kept taking over the body, and then you'd just see Demi Moore get worse and worse and worse. It was awesome to see. So again, Substance gets its flowers. Love to see it. Wicked, Nosferatu, great. Different Man, I haven't seen it. And yeah, going on, we'll skip Amelia Perez. Film editing, again, went to Sean Baker and Anora. Congratulations. Either of these two I thought could have won, could have been good. These two I probably would have stayed away from in the film editing department. But it went to Sean Baker. I'm not mad about that whatsoever. Congratulations to Anora. Again, another award for them. Again, they did very well in this Oscars, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. Achievement in Production Design went to Wicked. No, I don't agree with this. I would have went Dune Part 2. I thought that Dune Part 2 was such... It's sure it's the first movie, it's the same setting in Arrakis, but at the end of the day, what Denis Villeneuve does creates such a surreal experience in the sci-fi realm. And I shouldn't even be saying that, because at the end of the day, what the Baron and Austin Butler go into the black and white battle scene in their freaking gladiator dome in their planet... Incredible setting. I would have given it to Dune. Nosferatu, great. Conclave, great. Brutalist, great. Wicked, yeah, it's great. The production design was great, but I don't know. I would have taken Dune Part 2 over it, personally. What the heck? Come to Chicago for anyone who wants to go see Jabba the Hutt. Original song. Yeah, no, I don't agree with this whatsoever. I didn't like a single song from Amelia Perez. I would have given it to Never Too Late from Elton John. Even Sing Sing could have got its flowers. I never saw the 688. I didn't really have any interest in watching it. And the Rotten Tomatoes score didn't really encourage me to go watch it. But I don't know if this song is good. It might be good. But again, Amelia Perez winning, I don't agree with that whatsoever. Another one I don't know anything about. The Only Girl in the Orchestra is the one that I picked because it was most popular among people that were picking. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure all these are great. I have a coworker that does make short films, and seeing those are actually pretty cool. So I might have to give some of these a check out. I know they're probably, under 15, 20 minutes, so they're short, and you can probably watch all 5 of these in an hour, to be honest with you. Achievement in Sound went to Dune Part 2. I do agree. I wanted to give a shout to The Wild Robot, though, in terms of sound and score. Incredible. For a kids movie, it was just awesome to get immersed in nature with Roz, and it was awesome. I love the movie. I'm glad it even got compared with all these, so I love to see The Wild Robot getting the praise. Glad you didn't win. Complete Unknown, Wicked, also, yes, very good, but Dune Part 2 deserved it with, like I said, the atmosphere and just creating, especially like for the sandworms to come out of the sand. Incredible. And then we have the visual effects, which also went to Dune Part 2. Yes, I agree. Alien Romulus, the Xenomorphs looked incredible. I know there was that CGI with the android that was not great, trying to, because he's dead now or he's very old, so they had to just say, hey, we got to kind of digitally do this. And it didn't look great, I will admit, but the Xenomorphs, the rest of the aliens looked awesome in it. Better Man, I have not seen this, so I can't say anything about this. And then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes looked great. Wicked looked great. The motion capture for the Planet of the Apes movies is incredible, by the way. If you guys haven't seen like the in-depth stuff on how they do that, it's freaking cool. It's really awesome. So if you haven't, definitely go check that out. But yes, Dune Part 2, congratulations on the visual effects. You guys deserve it. Live action short film. Again, I haven't seen any of these. I probably might have to check them out. But I'm not I am not a robot. I almost said wobot. That's like a freaking 5-year-old. But I'm not a robot one. I don't really know any of these, like I said. I think I picked this one to win it. And it didn't, so oh well. Congratulations, I'm not a robot on that. Cinematography went to The Brutalist. I would have given it to Nosferatu. No, sorry, not cinematography. The Brutalist deserves this 100%. The way that it was shot was so freaking beautifully. You could tell. I mean, the movie was just like, it was 3 hours and 40 minutes of mastermind behind the camera. Dune Part 2, amazing cinematography. Get Amelia Perez out of here. Never Saw Maria. Nosferatu, great cinematography as well. So all 3 of these could have won any given year, but they all just got pinned against each other in 2024. So, but yes, congratulations to The Brutalist. Original score also went to The Brutalist. And again, I wanted to see The Wild Robot win this, but I'll give The Brutalist its flowers because it did have a very good score as you're going through the movie. It kept you, when Adrian Brody was going through making all these things, doing all his architecture. It's kind of like Oppenheimer in a way where, you have this genius mind that's going through and the score is exemplifying it as they're creating these templates and all these freaking beautiful constructions. So yes, Brutalist, original score, don't disagree whatsoever. Best documentary feature film, went to No Other Land. I haven't seen any of these. Again, I picked Black Box Diaries to win. Don't know what it's about. I haven't seen any of these. So, yes, congratulations, No Other Land. I think this was like a Palestine and Israel. Team Up right there. Okay, it's right here. So it's definitely in the time. So I'm not surprised that it ended up winning. So congratulations, No Other Land. International feature film went to. I think this one ran away with it. I'm Still Here definitely deserved to win that. Although I will say Flow, for those of you guys that have not seen Flow. The movie's awesome. It's animated, and it's just great. I don't know. Go check it out. Conan O'Brien was making great jokes. He's like, Latvia got an Oscar. He was saying, Estonia, you're next. The ball's in your court. Again, I thought Conan was a great guest. So, but back on track with the international feature film. I'm Still Here was great, and it deserved it. As long as this didn't win, any of these could have won, and I would have been happy with it. Screw Amelia Perez. as long, like I said, as long as that doesn't win, I'm happy. Here it is, Flow, animated feature film. Nice, I loved it. I was between that and The Wild Robot. I'm not mad Flow won. I just wish Wild Robot won one Oscar. It was such a great movie. I'd never seen Wallace and Gromit. I did watch like half of this, and then I kind of turned it off. Inside Out 2 was good, but not on the level of these. But I love Wallace and Gromit. I need to check the new one out for sure. But Flow, if you haven't seen Flow, please go check it out. It's awesome, and it's emotional. Both Wild Robot and Flow are emotional. So yeah, those are definitely worth it. And here we go. The supporting role, Zoe Saldana, who was the lead actress in Emilia Perez, gets the supporting role nod. Interesting. Yes. No, I would not give it to her. I'd give it to Felicity Jones. I thought she deserved it in her weird, stoic, but also freaky wife role that was in The Brutalist. Isabella was great. Ariana was probably the fan favorite. And then Monica was also great. Zoe, again, I just don't like the movie Emilia Perez. And I like Zoe Saldana, but it's just, I would not have given it to her, especially because she literally was the main actress. But yes, actor in a supporting role went to Kieran Culkin. I think this was a sweep. He definitely deserved this 100%. Yura, Edward, Guy, and Jeremy, all phenomenal. They're all great. Kieran kind of ran away with this. I think he won every single major award for his role in A Real Pain for the supporting role. And I liked Edward Norton's performance in A Complete Unknown, but I will say it was kind of lacking when it came to Guy Pearce and Guy Pearce and Jeremy Strong. I haven't seen The Apprentice, but I know Jeremy Strong was incredible in this. I shouldn't say it was lacking, but I just think these two guys were definitely the clear runner-ups to this. And I loved Yura, but there was just so many other side characters in Nora that could have been nominated, but they gave it to Yura, and I don't hate that. But congratulations, Kieran Culkin. Like I said, I think he ran away with it in like every single award show. And yes, Mikey Madison ended up winning actress in a leading role, and that made me very happy. And I would have loved to see Demi Moore win as well, but I'm not mad about that. Again, wait, why didn't Margaret Qualley get nominated for the supporting role if Zoe Saldana did? I forgot to mention that. Regardless, Demi Moore didn't end up winning, but she put on a great performance. Fernanda Torres had the argument of winning. She was great, and I'm still here. And Cynthia, again, crowd favorite, same as Ariana. I don't think she was on the level that Mikey, Demi, and Fernanda were on, though. And Carla, again, just the movie's not good, and the performance was not much better. So, should have never been nominated in the first place, in my opinion. I'm sure she has some people that like her. I'm not one of them. And then we have the best performance by an actor in the leading role. I don't know why it took so long to say that. Anyways, a lot of buzz was coming to Timothée Chalamet. I think he won the SAG Awards for Best Actor. And I knew all along it was going to be Adrian Brody in The Brutalist. He was 100% going to win this. No doubt in my mind. And I was right. Coleman Domingo, amazing performance. Ralph Fiennes, amazing performance. And again, I didn't see The Apprentice. I think Sebastian Stan was decent in it. I think he did a good portrayal from what I heard. But it was going to Adrian Brody regardless. Timothée Chalamet, hey, you had the buzz. But at the end of the day, Adrian Brody deserved that Oscar. And I'm glad he did. So, yes, congratulations, Adrian Brody. And then we have directing, Best Director, Sean Baker. I loved it. I loved Nora. Sean Baker, you deserve it. I would have loved to see The Substance win this, but at the end of the day, it went to Nora, and I don't hate that. As long as it didn't go to this piece of shit movie, I'm happy. Congratulations, Sean Baker. Sean Baker. And then here it is, Best Picture. Went to Nora, and I'm very surprised. I seriously thought it was going to go to The Brutalist, and it ended up going to Nora, and that made me so happy. They all deserve it. The whole movie was just such a vibe. It was my third favorite movie last year. The vibes were off. I can't say the word vibe enough. This movie is just an utter vibe. The first half is like completely different from the second half, by the way. There's some elements that are there together, but it goes from like this super horned up first half movie between the two lovebirds, as they might put it, but the kid was not really in love. He was just kind of on a bender per se. And then the second half of the movie is like this where did he go? Because he gets lost in America, and all of a sudden, oh, there's this rich and powerful monarch from Russia that's entered the movie, and this sex worker is going against the monarch of Russia, and it was fucking awesome. So I'd love to see Anora win that. Brutalist, again, I thought was gonna win. I'm not the biggest fan of the Brutalist as opposed to other people. I think the length killed it for me, and I shouldn't say. I listen. Oppenheimer, you see it in the background. I loved Oppenheimer. The length it shouldn't be an issue. There was a 15-minute break while watching it in the theater, but it kind of dragged on a little too long, in my opinion. Complete Unknown, great movie. Conclave, great movie. Dune Part 2, loved it. Right behind Anora, actually, number 4 of the year for me. Amelia Perez, go fuck yourself. You don't even deserve to be on here with all these great ones. I'm Still Here, 100% deserves it. Haven't seen The Nickel Boys, although I heard it's great. The Substance, congratulations. One of 4 horror movies to ever be nominated. And then Wicked. Again, I don't really think Wicked deserved to be on here for Best Picture, but it is, and that's fine. At the end of the day, Anora wins. So, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed the Oscars, whatnot. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like button. And if you were surprised with anything, if you had any disagreements with it, for anyone that is feeling strongly about, hey, this one should have won, let me know in the comments, and I would love to see those opinions. Other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and peace out.